We have built a shiny web app on top of an R backend, which includes a plumber API to listen to webhook events from the PARSIQ side. And the backend also includes code to push new addresses to the user data on PARSIQ as well. So as you can see, here's the interface for our Shiny application. On the left side, we're seeing the Shiny application. On the right side, as you'll see, is a MetaMask wallet, and we're connecting it to the RinkBay testnet. The PARSIQ trigger is configured to listen to the testnet events as well, and so we're seeing them simultaneously here. So the primary account you'll see has 0.5 Ethereum for starting. So here it is, that's our primary account. I'm streaming on the phone here, and what we're going to do is we're going to copy the address from the phone. The Apple Clipboard sharing feature allows us to paste it directly in, and now you can see once we start tracking, on the visualization tab there's only one node, which is our primary address. We can hover onto it to see stats of the address, and it shows the node name which we just used to not clutter the visualization. Now we also have the address in the table and the level of the account, which is 0. And because this is our starting node, as this transaction propagates, we would see the new addresses on further levels. So let's send some funds from the primary account to another account. We send 0.005 Ethereum from the primary account to another account. And so in the back end, the PARSIQ tracked this transaction, sent it to our back end via webhook, and from there it appears on our application, as you can see. The original node now shows the 0.05 cent, and the one transaction is a cent transaction. And we can pan and zoom the hover table for the new node as well. You can see it's level 1, it has one transaction received as expected. So, and there's the transaction there, and you can view and pan and interact with those nodes. So now let's send some funds from one of our primary account to another account as well. So we're going to pick one more. This address should appear parallel to the node that just appeared. So let's try it. We initialize the transaction here. We send another 0.005, and as we wait for confirmation here, we see shortly that the node will appear parallel to the one we just had. So there it is. It appears parallel there. It's also on level 1, has the same 0.005 value, just like before, just like the other node did. Okay, now let's send some funds from one of these nodes to another new account. And as we can see, let's pick another account here. So we're going to do one more transfer from one of these nodes to a new account. So let's pick one more. Let's send a fraction of what we just sent in the first place, and wait for the transaction to confirm here. And what's going to happen once it does confirm and once the event is registered is we're going to see a new node appear in series after the level 1 node, and there it is. There's that node. We can see it's level 2, and it has the 0.0001 received. You can collapse and click to expand, and there it tracks the transaction that we just made. And we can collapse any branch if you want to focus on a particular branch. Now let's send some funds from the second level 1 node to 2 new addresses. So we're going to try that, and we'll see what happens in the graph. So we're going to make this transaction here, again a fractional component of what we had originally sent to that address. Okay, and we're going to make one more here, and then what will happen is we will actually get 2 nodes appearing, basically, parallel to one another, both on level 2. So let's complete this transaction here. We already have the first one, you can see down at the bottom, that was added. And as we wait for this transaction event to be registered, then we should see it appear parallel to the one that was just added into the graph. And there it is. So now those are in level 2 and they are parallel. Hover over to see the details of the transaction. So just fine. And so basically we can easily track propagation of funds, and using the configure panel, we can make it to track any starting address we want. The visualization would start from that node. Given proper access to the number of events on PARSIQ, we can certainly make this app to track propagations from any number of starting accounts in parallel as well. We hope you enjoy.